Good morning, YouTube. I have no idea what week this is, but I do know that it's been 3 months since my surgery. 3 months and about a week. I'm holding steady at about 50 pounds lost. I'm feeling pretty good. Getting used to the DS lifestyle, and I've been a pretty terrible vlogger, so I apologize for the few subscribers that I have, which is probably the reason why I don't have very many subscribers, because I'm pretty lousy at this. I really intended to be pretty good and really keep people up to date, but I guess what happens when you lose the weight and you really start living, you just don't have time to hang around the house and videotape yourself. So, and I guess that's good, because that's really what the goal is, to lose the weight, start living, and get out there and do the stuff that you couldn't do before, and that's really what I'm trying to do. So, anyway, things have been good. Like I said, getting used to the DS lifestyle. I would say my biggest challenge is still food, which it always has been. I mean, that's probably never going to be over. It's never going to end that food is my biggest challenge. But in some ways it's not, because in a lot of ways it's so much easier. This weekend, I mean, this is a big graduation month. I'm sure it is for everyone. Saturday, I had one of my really good friends. Her son is graduated, and she had a big house party. There was so much food. I can't even describe to you how much food there was. We could have fed a small third world country with how much food was at this house. It was just utterly gluttonous how much food there was. I just couldn't get over how much food was at this house. But the thing is, before the surgery, I probably would have been eating the whole time I was there. I mean, seriously, I probably would have been eating from the moment I got there till the moment that I left. And that would have been a really horrible thing. Because I probably would have gained like 5 pounds after I left. I mean, there was ribs, there was chicken, there was macaroni and cheese, there were vegetables, there was jambalaya, there were baked beans, there was sausages, there were spinach dips, there was cheese, there was pasta dishes, there was fish, fried fish, there was a cookie cake, there was a regular cake, there was alcohol, of course, sodas. Now, me, I can eat 5 ounces. That's pretty much it, 5 ounces. Now, when I got there, I was hungry. I probably should have been more prepared. I probably should have eaten beforehand. But I think I'd had breakfast that day, and I was pretty full. Oh no, I had gone to the gym. Yeah, I'd had breakfast, and I had gone to the gym, and I had done, I had a migraine. So I had done my half-hour deep water workout, which I'd worked pretty hard in, and then I hadn't eaten anything, so I'm pretty sure I had worked off whatever I had eaten for breakfast, so I was hungry. And when I got to my friend's house, they were still prepping for the party, and so I was kind of nibbling on some cheese and this buffalo chicken dip, which was pretty much made with chicken and cheese, so it was mostly protein. And then by the time, it was probably 2 hours before we really actually ate. So I had like one rib, a chicken, like a wing section, which is made of like the wing drumette and then the flat, and then one flat of a jerk wing. And I think I had a tablespoon of a combination of macaroni and cheese, jambalaya, and vegetables. So all of that combined to make up a tablespoon. And that was all I ate, and I was like really full. And I probably drank 2 bottles of water. And I think 2 hours later, again, I was battling a migraine the whole time. So about 2 hours later, I needed to take some more migraine medicine. So I broke off a piece of fried catfish, and I probably ate 2-3 bites of that just so I could take some migraine medicine. And that was all I ate. I didn't eat any cake, and I didn't eat anything else. I didn't drink any alcohol. I made a plate for my dad, and took that home with me. And there was a couple of people there that I knew, but most of the people I didn't really know, except for my friend and her son and a few people from work. But it still was fun, and I enjoyed it. And I was just kind of amazed at the fact that there was all this food, and I wasn't eating it all, and it was just kind of crazy. But that's one of the reasons why I just love the fact that I've had this surgery and that I can be in a situation like that. And it was perfectly normal, and nobody wondered why I wasn't eating, and it was just great. So um, that was cool. Clothes are a really big issue. That's like the biggest thing I'm dealing with right now. I can't wear 95% of what's in my closet and in my drawers. I've been trying to go through it and purge things out. Finding things is really, really hard. I think I'm wearing about a 16, 14. I'm not sure, but part of the problem is I just haven't wanted to deal with it. And when I go and try to find things, it's just really hard, and I don't want to spend the money because, you don't want to you don't want to pay 19, 20, 25, 30. You just don't want to pay a lot of money for stuff that you won't be able to wear. And it's just really a frustrating problem, even though everybody keeps telling you, oh, that's a good problem to have. And, okay, it is, but still, it's not. It's just a difficult problem. And I probably have said this before, I so associate shopping for clothes with my mother. My mother's been dead for a little over 2.5 years, so that's still a hard thing for me. Shopping is still really rough. And I know that I have to do this because I have to work every day and I have to look decent. And people keep telling me how big my clothes are, and I'm really focusing on my career, so I have to look good. So, I can't run around looking like a slob at the office. So, I know that I have to deal with my clothes. And I'm doing a decent cover up. But, that's not going to work much longer. There's a clothing exchange coming up in the area. But, my experience with clothing exchanges is there's always a lot of plus size clothes and very few smaller size clothes. So I'll have a lot of clothes to give away, but I don't feel confident that I'll find a lot of clothes that I can wear. So, I may really have to bite the bullet and buy some clothes. Now, I bought a few things that I found at like a Dots, some really cheap stuff. And, I may really have to do some serious like super sale shopping, but it's really, really hard to find 14s and 16s because, those are very common sizes actually. A lot of women are size 14 and 16. And those are hard to find, especially on sale. So, if it requires a lot of time to go and hunt those things down, and that's just something I don't have. It's time to go and hunt stuff like that down. And so, anyway, I'm starting to really get out and see people that I haven't seen who don't know that I've lost weight. So, we'll see how that kind of goes. People are making a lot of comments and really noticing. I'm starting to feel more normal, less overweight and obese. I went on a business trip and I wrote a blog on OH that, I was able to fit in the seat without spilling over into the other seat. I was able to buckle my seatbelt with no issues and actually be able to pull the seatbelt, which was great. I was able to fit in the bathroom without feeling really like a huge